Midnight Ramen is a minimally edited, live recorded podcast that takes place at midnight. Although Michael may not be consuming food, it's time to get your bowls out. It's chow time.
Welcome back to you. Break stride, sailing me. Free falling, choose my enemy. Free from the things you say. It will all come back someday.
Good evening, gamers and other folks alike. I hope y'all are doing good because it's midnight here. And you know what that means? It means it's Midnight Ramen with me, Michael, that you're listening to. It's Midnight Ramen, the podcast, based off of a radio show, based off of a college dorm room tradition that I had once. Anyhow, if you want to watch these live, watch me record these live, you can go to twitch.tv/Melted Original, all one word. Capitalize the M and Melted, the Ellen Lurk, and the Owen Original. If you somehow mess the capitalization and some of that, I have no idea, dude. But it's all one word. Anyway, but like, you can also watch these on why am I blanking out? You can also watch these on YouTube.com. My YouTube channel, which I now just made it into like a podcast, which I didn't know that you could do it on there, but I just noticed it earlier today. I'm like, huh. So it's on the playlist is a podcast now, so that's good. It's kind of what I wanted to do. So I'm making progress and actually doing it. Wow, that's scary. Wow, can you believe it? I'm making progress. Wow. Crazy. I'm actually trying to get it onto other things. Wow, or try to promote it or something. I don't know. But yeah, eventually, get it onto Spotify and Apple Music or Apple Podcasts. Apple Music? Well, no. But I hope y'all are doing good. Yeah, I've been doing fine. It's been another week. Somewhat boring, somewhat stressful. I mean, but that's just how it be, That's just how it be. You gotta make time to do the things that you like. And I like doing this. I like doing this a lot. I'm just thinking back to like when I had to do this as a radio show, like forcing myself, like I had to sit down and make time to do some show prep. Either I would do it like, I mean, I'd obviously like make stuff up as I go, but like at the same time, I would definitely be doing stuff like I would like prepare things. Like I'd prepare my show, obviously. Like I'd have to show up early. I'd show up like an hour early just to prepare like a song, like a set list, but like, and just like to prepare, like mentally and physically prepare myself, because like there were definitely times where I've done stuff by the seat of my pants, but I'd rather have it structured in a sense, because like I would have like only 15 minutes to really talk. I mean, not 15 minutes, like 7 minutes to talk, and then 7 minutes to play music, and then do it again, and then do it again, and then do it again, until the show was over. But even then yeah. But that, oh my God, that made me think of like, so when there wasn't a show on, and this goes for like any stage, like any radio station at all, when they're not doing like a live show or a DJ or something like that, there's an automated system that plays music, and plays like ads and stuff like that. Depending on the station, obviously, but there are definitely like, they make up basically playlists, robots, AI, whatever, that basically take that and just go off. Ours, the one that we had, whenever I'd show up, there was like one artist that I would, every time I heard them, I would want to tear my hair out. Not because they were bad, it's just that like I would hear only like two of their songs. One wasn't too bad if I remember correctly, and another one would, like, it's not bad, but it just like it made me want to tear my hair out. And I think like I even said, like, talked about it in the show itself. Like it would always happen like right after either I was done with an episode or like like in that 30 minutes before I would do it. It would happen every single time, basically, uh, at some point. And I even had like to tell like the station manager, like, I can't handle that. And it stopped for a little bit, but then it came back. I don't know. And I think it's because like it went offline, or like it goes offline at like 3 a.m. because who's listening at 3 a.m. or like 2 a.m.? I don't remember. I think it's 2 that it shuts off and then it like starts back up at like 7. I don't remember. But you're not really listening to something at 2 or 3 a.m. It's like, plus having the system that we had for it's like there need to be some downtime because like that shit would have fried. Like, oh. Not like it couldn't handle it, but having that computer on or whatever system on for 24 hours was just not safe. Just did not feel safe. I don't know. It's not anything that the computer did or whatever. I just don't feel like it would handle it well. It's like that, like a Y2K situation. Where it's like, goddamn, like people still believe, like, it's weird that that was a fear. And it still technically is. I still technically think that is not really a looming fear, but like something that could happen. Because there was like something about 2032. I don't know. I can't remember. There was something about that or like similar to that, but it's not. It's unless if it really did happen, we're not gonna know when. We're really not gonna know when. And when the robots rise up, I think we might be. I mean, we'd be pretty bad, but I don't think we'd be, like Terminator situation. I don't think it'd be like that, but a lot of stuff would go crap. Like basically the world would just like kind of going back into the dark ages or something like that. I think that's probably what would happen, at least for a time, or something that didn't run off of like a computer or a chip or something like that. I think the Simpsons definitely did something like this. I know they did because I keep thinking about it. I don't know, one of their tree houses of horror, but then like they went to Mars, which wouldn't you need a computer to get to do that? But then there was like another rocket going to the sun that had like all the people that they wanted to just kill off. Like I think it was Roseanne Barr. I can't remember. Um, I I think because I don't remember it. I have to watch it again. That one was kind of it was kind of that one was definitely grim. I don't know if that was the same one as the Omega Man, where it's basically a nuke goes off. I think that's a different one, but I could totally be wrong about that. Oh, I didn't get a tab up. Let me get a tab up to do that. Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna get a tab up. We're gonna get a tab up. And we're gonna look that up because I honestly do not know. I kind of feel like I know what it is, but yeah, let's ooh, I wasn't too far off. Let me just show me this a little bit so we can see the X. There we go. All right. Tree house of horror. It was like Y2K. I can't remember. It wasn't okay. It wasn't X. Okay, I know what you diddly did. Oh, Stretch Dude and okay, it's a different one. So this is from the 10th one. This one wasn't too bad. I Know What You Diddly Did, where Ned becomes a werewolf, and then uh, Desperately Zeking Xena, where it's Stretch Dude and Clava Girl, um, and then Life's a Glitch, and Then You Die. Okay, I remember that one. The whole Mega Man was, I think, a different one, but yeah, I do like that. I like, yeah, that was a good one. Not a bad one. There are definitely like Treehouse of Horrors have definitely stayed somewhat consistent in quality. I think last year's was pretty decent if I recall right. Um oh yeah, last year's was because they did like a they did pretty they did the Babadook, um Death Note, and Westworld. And those were good. Those were good. Like, I mean, not scary, but like they were good adaptations. And I'm thinking the Babadook one because it was mainly about like Marge and Maggie because Maggie was the one being haunted or whatever. Uh, and you could definitely hear the strain on Marge's voice actor. It's bad. It's really bad. Like, I wonder how that show's gonna last when one of them croaks. I don't mean that in a bad way, but like I don't wish ill on them. But I really question how the show's gonna handle it once one of them dies. And it's no offense, my money's on Marge. Because I don't know, man. I don't know. Because her voice is sounding rough. But like Nancy Cartwright, it's stayed pretty consistent. Yeah, the voice of Bart, and same with Lisa's. Like the thing with like Lisa's voice actress, like every time I see her, it's like that's Lisa. Like I can't remember what movie it was. I can't remember what movie it was. It had damn it. I can't think of it right now, but it had her in it as like a lawyer or something. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, I can't get the thought. That's just her voice, and it's Lisa Simpson. It's like, what the heck? It's like, oh, duh. But it's like, no, like she's not doing any act. That's her voice. Period. It's crazy. And it like I feel like it kind of stained like any opportunity that she could get in the future because like once you know. Her voice is pretty like not you can like you can pick it out in a crowd. In a sense. I feel like I know someone related to Nancy Cartwright. And I think I could be wrong. I think one of the people I went to, she might be. I'll need to ask. Huh. This is like genuine, like me thinking, like, did I just stumbled upon a thought I just had. That makes so much sense. The gears of my brain are turning, which is rare, first of all. But wow. She looks I could be right. But no, I like The Simpsons. That's good. It's good. Yeah. I've got like in the past year I've gotten a lot more into South Park, which the stuff that they get away with, and I'll say this constantly because like I was watching it the other day, and it was the episode where Cartman basically kills this guy's parents for revenge and feeds it to him, feeds it to this guy or this kid. He basically has someone kill his parents, cooks, and then he steals their bodies and cooks them into a chili, and then he has the guy that he's trying to get revenge on eat it, and then he has like Radiohead come by while he's like crying that his parents are dead and he's eating them, and he's just like, "Oh, this kid's a wuss or like wimpy or something like that." I can't remember, but it's like, whoa. It really shows like how evil he could be, and then like it was honestly it was kind of ahead of its time. The show's in a way kind of ahead of its time, but it's like it can say almost whatever they want and get away with it. Like pretty much. I mean, they, it'll get news, but they'll get away with it. Like they were like, no joke, they're ahead on a lot of the stuff, and that does definitely go in tying with like how the production of the show goes. But at the same time, they're not putting out 52 episodes a year when they're like they can make it in a week. They're not gonna do that. That sucks. But yeah, they know how to make an episode. Like, goddamn. No offense to like Simpsons, like I haven't watched any of them recently, and one of them just had Lizzo on it, and it's just like copy like it feels like you put her in one of those like Snapchat filters or whatever, and put Lizzo in there, and then put her into the show. It's like this doesn't work. This really doesn't work. Like back in the day with like Lady Gaga on that the worst episode, one of the worst episodes ever. Like Lady Gaga's appearance in it is like she fits. Like it doesn't like it's not like control copy, control paste. It's like they actually put some time into drawing her out and like making it look like she was believable. Or like, no offense to Lizzo, but she doesn't look believable in it. I'm sorry. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about that. But it is what it is. Yeah. And then I don't know what the fuck. Family Guy's in a hiatus, I think, because obviously with the writer strike or something. I don't know. Or it might be done. I don't know. How should I know? But that writer strike is, I mean, it's deserved, but it is kicking some ass. Like most notably, Deadpool 3, apparently Ryan Reynolds not going to be able to improvise because of the fact that there's a writer strike and there's no active writers on set. So they got to go by the book. And uh-oh, that's not good. I mean, but I feel like that's kind of like a lie a little bit because I don't know. Because I feel like they're going to allow for it to happen even without that. Like say, like throwing a poop joke or something like that. I don't know. Like something minor, but like if you're changing like, oh, I'm going to kill this guy with a chimichanga, and then the next scene he kills him with a burrito. It's like, yeah, you said you were going to, that doesn't work with the continuity. I don't know. I think that's what basically they did want to try and avoid. I don't know. Or Ryan Reynolds for saying something stupid that could get him canceled. I don't know. How should I know? But it sucks. And honestly, writers should be paid more. And a lot of late night shows are either on hiatus or done. Good thing James Corden's late show is done. Or is it late? No, I think it's just late show. I don't know if it's late or late show. Anyways, if he would have gone a month longer, his show would have just been, because like he was the worst. He is the worst. Like he went to like I can't remember what the exact what was it exact group, like a writers guild, like the writers guild. I don't freaking know. I don't know what it was, but he went to there to basically vouch for less pay for writers. It's like, dude, you're not even funny. I'm sorry, but you're not funny. And like he literally causes traffic jams. Like my brother in Christ. stop. Like the street light in front of like like NBC or whatever. Yeah, they can control it when he did that, so they can allow for long lights. And they named that after him. It's like, the crosswalk after him. It's like, I get it, but in like 20 years, I don't know if people are gonna remember it. I'm sorry. I don't think they are. I just feel kind of bad for it. I feel very, very bad for it. Because there was like that infamous scene or infamous like TikTok or something of basically James Corden in a rat suit, and then him like dry fucking the air. Uh, or let's get loud, and he's just like, let's get loud, and then yeah, I think that kind of like really stirred the pot, and it doesn't help that I don't think he's like, I feel like he's not trying to be a huge garbage human being, but honestly, from the things that that he's said that have gone public, and recollections and stories from like the public or like public accounts or whatever, yeah, it doesn't really feel like it. It's like, oh, that sucks. And like, but like some of the other late night hosts, Jimmy, like the Jimmies, and Seth Meyers and Stephen Colbert and stuff like that, like they're in support of like the writers and all that stuff. That's going on. I know I mean, it's old news. No offense, it is old news because it's been going on for God, I don't know how long. I think it mentioned it when it first started. And even then, it wasn't even like the beginning. So, so yeah, that goes to say how long it's been going on. I don't know if I have. I feel like I have, but I don't remember. But yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's get to. I'm feeling like it may be a little early, but I got a treat after the Magic Card pack opening that I want to. It's like story time, but I want to open some Magic packs because I feel like it. I feel like it. So I have 5 packs. I'm gonna. Oh, we do have my D4. There it is. It was hidden. So I'm gonna roll a D4, and whatever number I roll twice is how many packs I'm gonna open. So the first roll was a 4. Second roll is a 2. Third roll is a 2. So I'm opening 2 packs, and I have 5. So 3. And I don't have a 6, so I'm gonna roll that again. I don't have a 6. 5, 3, and 5. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm opening those 2 packs. Oh shoot. Oh darn it. So 2 set boosters. So I feel like this one first because this one feels a little loose. So pack 1. Jeez. This one does not want to open, so I don't want to have to do it the way that I think I do it with the nothing is worse about opening these packs if I have to use like a little corn nub. Oh jeez, I hate this. Oh, but the art card looks awesome though. Like look, like what? I don't even know what. Oh, okay, found it. The art card looks pretty cool. I don't know what it's of. It looks like from New Capenna, but like a card from New Capenna, but I have no idea. Oh, gotta do the card trick. Sure, right there. All right. Invasion of Rin. Takir Dune Shaper. Tiller of Flesh. Mutagen Connoisseur. Swordsworn Cavalier. Ooh, there it goes, focus. Sigiled Sentinel. Bola Slinger. Lord Forest. Crumbling Colossus for the vault card, which, yeah, that's pretty cool. Trample when it attacks, sacrifice it at the end. Ooh, that's actually pretty cool. I'm thinking about making a artifact base deck. I'm thinking about it. Foil is an invasion of Gobakan? I don't know what it is. Whatever. And the rare slot is a Doomscar Warrior. I don't think I have this one. I think it might because I've opened so many freaking packs, but yeah. And then Rona, Shield Word's Faithful. And then a Fire Song Sunspeaker. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I like that one. Anyway, next pack. Next pick. Voice mod telling me that it disconnected its output? What the hell? What the hell? Oh my god. Ooh, the art card on this is Jinkataxia. So I have a feeling that this one is gonna be a good hit. Because I don't know if it's like a thing or if it's, I feel like I've had really good pack luck whenever it's like a a notable character card for the art card. Let me just get the little focus in. Hocus Pocus. There's pizza on your focus. There we go. Aetherblade Agent. Furnace Reigns. Furnace Gremlin. Mirrodin Avenged. Atraxas Fall. Vanquish the Weak. Rugged Highlands for the foil land. Oh, okay, it's just different. The token disturbing conversion, which looks pretty disturbing. The rare. Ooh, Fairy Mastermind. That's actually a $15 card. Like a 14, 13, whatever. Just randomly, I don't know why, but it is. Ooh, and the card after that is Araya, First of Loxwain. That's a good one. I don't know how much she is, but good card. Good card. Invasion of Dominaria. And then the last card on the end is Invasion of Moag. So yeah, that was a good pack. I have I'm not kidding. I have very good luck when I have like important character cards for the art card. But yeah. I wish I was kidding, but it's kind of funny. It is very funny that I do have that kind of luck. But the treat, since we're over that hump, I gotta get my game going. So I was watching this video earlier, and it was about Tetris. And I'm not really like, I'm not. Ooh, okay. I'm not a professional player by any means, but I know how to play Tetris. Like, I've watched quite a bit of like YouTube videos, not like YouTube videos of like, how to do stuff, but more of like the history and just like some of the stuff that's been going on in the Tetris community is crazy. Or like the stuff that goes along with that. I'm just gonna talk some stories and stuff about Tetris for a little bit because I feel like it. Just gonna pull this little screen up so I can play some Tetris. I don't know if the game itself is gonna like it's gonna make any sound. So honestly, I hope it doesn't because I really don't want it to make any sound because of probably copyright reasons. Yeah, but so yeah, I'm probably gonna just do basic 150 line mode. I'm just doing it at a casual pace. I can do a lot faster, but talking, doing a lot of stuff at the same exact time, and I'm limited to a small screen. Hold on, I'm gonna actually be able to see this. It's a little bigger for me. Okay, cool. I mean, it's more of optics for me, so I can actually see what the heck is going on. Oh, jeez. So, I've always kind of liked Tetris. When I was a kid, I just, online flash games, like those are fun. But I don't know what it was that like, I don't know what it is that like I like it a lot. I just do. I just like the little like, you got to make everything fit and it all works together, blah 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 blah. I just like doing that. Um, but my love for Tetris really came when I went to college, and one of my buddies there, uh, I don't know, he's who now is in like, he's in London now. He's in England. Um, he lives there now. I was gonna say like he just got done with university there, but no, he lives in England now, which is pretty sick. Uh, he One thing that I used to do back when we were freshmen is I would go over to his dorm room, and he would always have his door open, like any like basically, unless if he was like sleeping or like not there, he would have his door open, and he would, a lot of the times be playing music and stuff like that. And he had an old NES that he brought with him, so like we'd play games on it sometimes. And one of the games um that he'd have was the original Tetris, and he has like Tetris 2, and which is so much different than like regular Tetris, because the physics in that are just so weird. But regular te- like regular Tetris is a whole beast in itself. I love it. Um, you don't have like things like in like nowadays you can swap out pieces, but back in the day you couldn't. So you have to be real. Like you gotta make your plays, and you gotta know what you're doing, and be able to build a stack and know all that fun stuff. And I mean, there is some, I feel like a little bit of luck, but a lot of like problem solving in the moment things that you gotta learn how to do. And I mean, he'd usually not be like, my friend would usually not be playing. A lot of the times he'd he'd have his door open to people, so to come in and do stuff, even like he was like doing homework or something. And so like I would do that sometimes, and he'd sit on the couch and just watch me play. Like we'd watch each other play Tetris or just play a game or something like that. And I just got good at it. I'm not like perfectly good. I got to like I don't know exactly what level I was able to get to, but Tetris can go really, 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 really freaking fast. And I think modern Tetris is like, it's a lot easier to understand when you're going extremely, extremely fast. And I don't think I'm going to get to that pace, especially on like very low speeds. But when you're going like, there's like tiers of speed, of like speed levels. So the max, I think, is like the quote unquote max is level 19. That's where like I wouldn't say the speed max out, but like I think the combo or something like that, that's where it ends. Um, I can't remember. There's something that along those lines that it just ends. And the fall rate of the pieces at that point in time at level 19 is a piece per second. So the time it takes for it to naturally fall from the top of the screen to the bottom of the screen takes about a second. It doesn't matter. And of course you can like place them all that stuff. And I feel like at that point, that's when players, I mean, it's not really about like how fast you can get there. It's more about how you get there. Um, like especially in competitive Tetris, it's about how you get to there. The more Tetrises you have and the more points that you have, the better you'll be. And you get and like of course how far you get and how long you survive. Um, oh man, I'm in a bad spot with this piece. um, and once you get past level 19, there's another cap at level 29. And at level 29, that's when pieces start falling at a piece every two-thirds of a second. So obviously a piece goes from the top to the bottom every like 0.66 seconds. And it goes from there. I think it kind of, I don't know if it mellows out, so like increases in speed, but there's a jump. I think it's more of about the jump. So I think it kind of, I think 19 is where like the speed caps itself, and then it goes like up at like 29, and then at 39 is what is called like the kill screen or something like that. I can't remember what it's called, but that's when the pieces start falling at a third of a second. That's how long it takes. And there's a certain point of the screen where like if you get a single piece wrong, you're dead. You're straight up dead. You're gonna lose the run. And that's basically what the kill screen is. It's like we humans cannot physically, even with advanced tactics that we have now, are not going to be able to get a good enough response time to live very long on the kill screen. Um, Maybe in the future we might, because there's been a lot of advances in the tech, the tactics of Tetris play. So I can't. The main ones that I know of, the one that's been around for quite a while is known as hyper tapping. It's where you type or tap very, very fast. And that's mainly for where that comes into play is when you have a long piece and you want to get it over to a corner, but you're going so fast that if you even like mess up just a tiny bit, that piece is not going to go over there, period. No matter what part of the screen that it's on, it'll just won't go there. And that's what hyper tapping helps with. It's not going to do it all the time, but it takes a lot of stress just to do that. And a couple years ago, I don't know exactly who came up with this tactic, and I think it was like figured out in 2017. It's a tactic called rolling, where you take the NES controller and you do like, you do like a roll, like on one side you do this, like you hold it kind of loosely. I don't know exactly the you hold it on like the side and you like tap from under and then you like press the buttons where you want them to go. I can't remember exactly. I mean, you can look it up on YouTube or something like that of like Tetris rolling, but it was like a new tactic that was just developed to help, because there's only you can physically only tap so fast, and the NES controller only has so fast of an input read that you're not going to be mashing a button's not only going to do so much, and that is the way right now that people found, or that are able to get the most out of their Tetris games, and it's allowed for people to get to the kill screen a lot more, and it's allowed quite a bit more speedrunners too, or players, I should say. Oh crap, that was a bad move. But it's, damn, I'm placing a lot of bad blocks right now. In certain places, I have a weird setup going on. I don't know what the hell what the frick I'm doing right now. Oh no, I just misplaced a bad one. I misplaced a T block. How do you misplace a T block? Yuck. Oh, that's disgusting, man. Anywho, uh, where's my train of thought going? And it's really like the reason I'm going slow is that I'm literally trying to not like screw myself over, because like I want to actually seem competent and know what I'm doing, but I'm screwing up really, really bad. I feel like Tetris is one of those games like, yeah, I could really talk over, but like, you get to a certain point where like I gotta focus on this. Like it's one of those games where it's like I could definitely like stream it for sure, but like it would only be so enjoyable to the point where like, yeah, I'm just going really, 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 really fast. I don't have time to talk. I don't even have time to look at chat. So if like someone did something stupid in chat, I couldn't really interact until like I stopped. But when you stop, then you lose your momentum, and then you're just like, frick, and then you lost the run, or yeah, it's just a combo. Uh, just leads into a lot of bad things. It's more of a superstition than anything else, you know. You're just like, oh, you threw me off my groove. But yeah, but then you get. I've definitely had times where I'm like playing. I'm getting near the top, and like I can barely see the pieces, and I've basically came back from that, which I'm hopefully I'm doing that right now. God damn. Jeez. It's like a piece that just wasn't wanting to go into a spot that I wanted, and it led me to a misplace. Oh, and I did it. But yeah, I've honestly that wasn't a great run, but I've learned a lot of good tactics, and I mean, I there's a certain way that I know how to play, and it's not perfect at all, not at all, and even that time that I just got with the 151 was like probably slow as shit and sloppy as shit, um, but you know, I that's how I learned how to play. Make sure that that's turned off. Yeah, because I don't want to keep going. But I've been, I'm not at all like a hyper tapper or even a roller, because like that, I just don't. I mean, I'm not dedicated to it enough to do it, and like, could I? Perhaps, but I don't have any interest in it right now. But no, just recently though, this is the first time that has ever happened. And one of the most like I don't know if it's like a world thing or just like a low like a US thing or something. But they brought a lot of the main big. But there was a Tetris tournament, like a big Tetris tournament. I think it might have been like a world tournament, something like that. And the championship round, uh, it's a best of 5 or best of 3. So whoever wins 3 matches, whoever wins 3 matches, takes it, wins it all. And it was like between the second seed versus the 12th seed. And the first 2 matches are just kind of but the last 3 matches are insane. So the third match, when I was talking about the kill screen, level 39, both of them got to that. Both of them. And a lot of the times those within like, or one or both of them got to the kill screen. It takes a lot of skill to get to that, and their scores were like very neck and neck for a lot of them too, and it literally is a distinction of like who has more Tetrises, and you want to get a lot of those very early on, and like when it's very slow, you want to get as many as you can, because if you can't, it really literally will cost you your run. You will lose. And it's crazy. It's crazy how some of these guys like are able to do that. And you can't save pieces like you can in later editions. So you gotta know where it fits, and you gotta make room for pieces to fit. And that's obviously because it's a puzzle game. You got to do that. But yeah, it's crazy. Just watch. I can't remember what I can't remember what video it was or where I saw it. I had it on my list, but I don't want to look it up right now. But it's really, really good. And then it simplifies a lot of the stuff for like people that don't know what it is, like don't know what Tetris speedrunning is, all that stuff. But no, it's crazy some of the stuff that they're able to do. It's so nuts. Like reaching 1,000,000 points is a big thing. The youngest person to ever do it was 11 years old, and that was like recently, or not too long ago. And he's like I wouldn't say he's the biggest player in the Tetris like competitive community, but he's a competitor in there. And he's pretty young, and he's doing it very well. I can't remember what his name is, but no. I also don't care, because I don't know how old that dude is. But no. Excuse me. But it's crazy the stuff that they were able to get away with, or that they're able to do. Like, I keep talking about it, but like, no, it's nuts. It also goes to show that like, it really also goes to show like how people are able to find things in games, or even like in life, but mainly in like video games that weren't intended to really be there, or like things that aren't really there. Like, even like the developers aren't even thinking about it, but players are able to figure out and use for their own purpose or whatever. Like hyper tapping and rolling, um, or like speed runs, like finding glitches and stuff like that is very big and very good, very cool. Um, I know one of my pals from college. She I think last year she was commentating on a. Oh, I've even said their channel. It's Amber XCX or something like that. Like, she was commentating on one of the Games Done Quick things, which is happening right now. Games Done Quick, doing obviously donations for Doctors Without Borders, charity streams, stuff like that, and they do a lot of stuff throughout the year, but I think this is a big one because it's the summer one. And I kind of want to check what they have for their numbers right now, but I don't want to check right now. But they're raising a lot of good money for good purposes. It's a very good cause, and if you have any money, if you want to watch people like break video games, it's such a cool thing to look at. Like, I cannot stress that enough. It's so interesting. Like, any game that you like, or there's a speed run of it. There's probably a speed run of it, or like someone going for like an any percent, or something like any percent, 100, like complete 100% fastest time. Like, it's crazy some of the stuff that they're able to get done. It's very cool too. And like seeing how like glitchless run, or just like seeing some of the glitches in some of the games, like it's crazy what gamers can do. Like yesterday, I don't even know what, I haven't even played it, but a game, it's called Returnal. Um, I know what it is, but like I haven't played it, and just because like whatever, it's not really been on my radar. I think I would like it, but at the same time, it feels very Risk of Rainy, but so it's kind of up my alley, but like I just never had the nerve or the give a crap to do it, to play it. But even there's like even differences within like, oh, which version's better. And like they even said, oh, the PlayStation version is better because there's a certain skip that happens in a certain level because of this certain ability, has a longer distance range that it can use to get up to a certain area faster, so you don't have to go all through this one part section. It's just crazy. It's so cool. And there's like there's like randomness within it too. Like stuff like that is just so freaking awesome to watch and look at. Like doing like a Pokemon speedrun is just like crazy. Like in full Pokédex, that would be, oh god, that would suck. Having to watch it too, like, ugh. Having to do it just sounds like a chore. Ugh. But no, there's a lot of good speedruns out there. And just even going to YouTube, like just look up whatever game that you can think of. More than likely there is a speedrunning community that, not like a shooter, not like an online, multiplayer game like that, like League of Legends or like Overwatch or something like that. There's probably not, obviously, for that. But like games like Mario or like Kirby or Zelda. They're stuff like games like that that have, I guess, single player stuff, or games like that, obviously, that have an ending, you know, have like a quote unquote ending or whatever, is like there's a speedrunning community for it. No joke. Probably is. Unless if it's like in a very obscure game that literally no one touches. Sorry. There are definitely games that, that probably does, could get one, but don't really have one. Or like a good one is like, uh, haven't really thought about, I haven't really watched any of it, but I know there's like, there's a lot of stuff in like Portal that's like broken. Like just manipulating the physics to basically skip levels is kind of funny. I think that's a thing in that, but yeah, just made it just like it's taking advantage of a game and finding the quirks and things that work in a game and using it to do some very cool stuff. Games Done Quick, which is again happening right now, as of the recording of this podcast, and I don't know how long it goes for, but I mean, there's obviously future stuff that they do on Twitch. Even on like YouTube, they have some stuff. I think they might have a YouTube thing going on. I don't know, but yeah, they do a lot of good. They do a lot of good, and they bring a lot of people together. And it's weird that like one of my pals that I knew from college that did like a commentary from like a Mario Kart thing last year is now at the event teching it. And it's like, it's so cool. It's so freaking cool to see that they were able to do that. And honestly, the setup is pretty dang good. And it's, and thinking about it, like looking at it for a streamer that knows what the hell they're doing, it's pretty easy. Like, not to say that I could do it. I mean, I probably could, but like the setup is not that intense. It is intense, but like it's not like, for someone that's used to doing it, I feel like you can get it pretty quick. Games Done Quick. But it feels like it's pretty, like you could literally have one person doing it. I don't mean that in a bad way, and that's not how they do it for sure, because like that would be scary. But they make it seem pretty dang easy. However they do it. And I'm a tech guy, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool in what they can do. And the transitions, going over to different shots like that, miking up different people for different games. It's what they do is very cool. What they do is so cool. And even like having like donation incentives and having like certain things happen in the game, that's just funny. That's just funny too. Because like you can even vote with your money for like certain games. Like I think in Super Metroid for the SNES, you can choose to save the animals or not as like an outcome, and people donate to like can donate to one side or the other. I know that's just a famous one that I don't know if it happens every year, but I know that it's happened in the past, and it's definitely one of those funny ones that everyone, I think, like if you know, you know. Yeah. And thinking back to Tetris, playing it in my another, going back to another buddy from college, like I remember sitting in his dorm room, and one of the artists that we used to listen to a lot when I was like playing Tetris was Logic. Like, and it didn't really click in my brain, but I think when because like there's like two modes for like a marathon mode in Tetris 99, which is like the, I would say the latest one that's like pure Tetris and not like Tetris Effect where it's like, oh, it's got like weird things that you can do stuff, but like pure straight head on Tetris, the way that it's like God intended. No offense, the way that got the playing Tetris the way that it's supposed to be played without like weird extra mumbo jumbo. Like there's a 150 line mode which I was doing earlier, and then there's a 999 line mode, and it increases as like it starts very slow and then it gets really really fast. Um, to the point where like you're basically looking at pieces like it like you have almost no time to react with how fast they're falling. And I don't know if it's like as fast as like the kill screen, the point like three like a third of a second, but it feels like it is. But there's also like I think a react time to it as well, because I think that also like that's what they're kind of lenient with in the newer ones, and having reaction time where it's like, oh yeah, it's at the top of the thing, it's not planted yet, or it's not set in stone, but this is where it is right now. But I think of the older games, I think once it was like really there, you really couldn't move it. I could be completely wrong there, but I don't know. But yeah, and I didn't really realize it until like I didn't realize that Logic was like a very like one that I would like to listen to all the time when I was doing these, until I was listening to Logic and I was like, oh, I'm at like line 700 for some reason. And I'm just like zooming and I'm like, I remember doing this. I remember just being in the dorm room, just being like, huh. And I think either was I was on a flight or I was just like sitting in my, like in a room, in my bedroom one time. It was like, kind of not really a deja vu moment, but just like kind of like a wait a minute, hold on, sort of moment. But yeah, no, I just love playing it. It's a fun game. It's very fun. But I got some stories from other games, but I don't know if, man, I talked a lot about Tetris. I think, and I know one of the let me check. I think he's in here. I know one of my buddies from high school is in here, I think. But and he's an Overwatch player. I feel so bad for him. Oh, I know one of my buddies from high school is an Overwatch player. Rest in peace to those boys. Like, oh my, I would, if I didn't want to get wet right, like have to clean up stuff, I would pour one out, because oh man, I feel so bad. Story mode is gone and they're basically just doing seasonal stuff for Overwatch 2. Oh, that sucks. No offense, they just killed the game. They just killed the game. It sucks. Blizzard, Activision, oh my god, they're just trying to run their studios into the ground before they're fully acquired by Microsoft. I'm being completely honest. I feel like that's what they're trying to do. Because like Activision with Call of Duty is just so ass right now. Like the Call of Duty Cold War, which is the last technically, if in the community, in the zombies community, it's the last good like source of playing zombies. And now we can't, because hackers are able to get into it, see our IP addresses, do other stuff, and that's not good. And also like implant like malware. Yeah, I really want that on my computer solely because I wanted to play a game of zombies with the boys. Yeah, I really want someone to know my social security number, my bank account, and all my private information just because I hopped onto Kino der Toten on Black Ops 1. Yeah, I really want that. Kino der Toten Black Ops 1. Greatest map of all time. God, that guy was a nut. Speaking of guy that's a nut. That's me. I'm a nut. Anyway. Wait, no! Wait, no! I don't. No. I don't mean that. I'm not a nut. I'm not gonna. No! I'm going crazy. No! I think I need to end it. I need to cut myself off. I'm. Who's letting this guy drink? Oh wait, it's me. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, listening, and watching, and doing all that fun stuff as you usually do. Well, if you're new or whatever, welcome in. Yeah. If you want to watch again, if you want to watch these live, you can catch it on my Twitch at twitch.tv/melted-lurk-original. All one word, capitalize the M in melted, the L in lurk, and the O in original. If you somehow mess that up, may God have mercy on your soul. Also, you can watch the VODs on YouTube. I try, knock on wood, to upload these as soon as I can. I mean, I do a little bit of editing. Just to make sure it sounds a little bit better. For the VOD, and if, I have to cut some stuff. Minimal edits. Like if I go quiet for a long period of time, or if I'm not here. Actually, it's more of if I'm not in the chair, which technically can happen. Which hasn't happened tonight, so that's honestly very good. And hopefully in the future, I'm getting closer and closer to putting it on things like Spotify and Apple Podcasts. But who knows when that'll be? And if it's already on there, yippee! And thanks you guys for listening, watching, and all that other. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. I gotta be thinking some boys right now. Thank you to Gradients for the use of their song, Used to It, off of the album The Call. One of the bandmates, John, just released a new song. It's more of a solo song, but I feel like the band's gonna be playing it at their concerts because it's funny. It's called it's Pizza Master. 2 words, Pizza Master. The artist is called Heketh. Heckkeeth. It's all capitalized. But the title itself is Pizza Master. Pizza, capitalized the P in pizza, and the M in master, but 2 words. It's an interesting song. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad because I just listened to it. It's funny. It's great. I love the stuff that they do. I feel like he might have made it. I don't want to like self-impose, but I feel like I had it. I helped him make it. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I hope I didn't do anything with it. I had nothing to do with it, but it'd be very funny if I did. Have any influence on that. Oh, I just looked over. Speaking of GD, like Games Done Quick, Paper Mario's going on. Oh, I'm gonna so watch that shit. Oh my god. And of course, if you're watching on, it's probably not on anymore. Oops. But no, I just looked over. I'm like, ooh, Paper Mario. I love that stuff. Talk about games I like. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Of course. No question. Anyways. No more tangents. And finally, thanks to you guys for listening, watching, and doing all that fun stuff that you do that I kind of already said before, but yeah. But it's not midnight here anymore because it is past 1 o'clock. So, I mean, it's not midnight here anymore, but It's midnight somewhere. It's midnight somewhere. But until it becomes midnight here once again, I'll see you around. But until then, bye bye.